Hello everyone, welcome to Maven lecture series. So in the first lecture, we will see Maven Build Tool Introduction. So what we will learn today, what is Maven Build Lifecycle, why Maven is needed, what is pom.xml file, what is dependency, and what are the other build tools available. So first we'll see what is Maven. It is a build tool provided by Apache Software Foundation and it is an open source tool. Anybody can use it. It's free of cost. We'll see now why it is called as build tool and what is build tool. So what is build tool? So when you build a house, you need a different resources for building the house. You need to collect all those resources and then you start building your house. Without collecting all those resources, it is not possible to build the house. Like this, these things are needed for building the house. Same way in the software industry, you always need to do following tasks. You need to do project clean. You need to compile your project before running to find the compile time errors and also to convert the high level language to machine level language. So you need a compiler. So you need to compile your project after completing it. Then you need to test the project in order to find the errors or in order to check your software is working properly or not. You need to test the software project, and you need to deploy the project always. Deploy means handing over the project to the client or customers after developing it. You have done the project in the software industry, so you need to hand over that project to the client or the customers after developing it. You never keep it to yourself. So that is called as project deploying. So all these steps you need to do when you develop any software project. So instead of doing this task separately, you can do this in at once only, together only. So this all things are provided to us by build tool. If you use the build tool, all these things will be done at once by the build tool only. You don't have to worry about anything. Build tool will do these things for you: project cleaning, project compiling, project testing, and project deploying. Okay, so these are the things you can do very fast and together using the build tool. Now this is a Maven build life cycle. We have to validate our project. Maven clean we have to do, then Maven compile, then Maven test, then Maven packages, Maven verify, Maven install and deploy. So we'll see this one by one what they are doing. Now what is validate in Maven build life cycle? It ensures project is fine. Your software project which you have built is fine and perfect, and considering all the required information is made available for build. So that is called as validation. You have to validate whatever project you have developed is proper and it is fine and it has all the required information inside it. So that is called as validation. If any information is missing in the project, you need to report that information is missing. Then is Maven clean. It cleans up the output directory or target folder by deleting all the previously compiled files. Suppose inside your software you have already executed many projects. Before executing this project, you have executed previously many projects. So you can clean those projects or compiled files using Maven clean option. Okay, so your execution directory or target directory will be cleaned and your project will be successfully executed after that. Then comes the Maven compile. You can do the compilation of your project source code. Compilation means converting high level language code into low level language code. And you can also find the compile time error if you try to compile before running it. So Maven compile you can do. Then you can do Maven test. If you want to test for finding the errors or to check whether software is working properly or not, you can execute different types of tests using test framework like Selenium, JUnit, TestNG. You can use many testing framework for testing your project. Okay, inside Maven. If you have used the Maven, if you have created a Maven project, you can directly do Maven test using any of this framework. We are going to see it in the upcoming videos. Then Maven packages. Package successfully compiled and tested code to some distributable format like jar. Suppose you want to create the jar file of your project which you have created. You can use Maven packages. Inside your Maven project, there is a Maven packages option. So when you use this Maven packages option, your project will be compiled and some distributable format jar files will be created of your project so that other people can use your jar files, okay, for their project. Then comes the Maven verify. Performs action for quality check and ensures that required criteria being met. Verification we do for checking the quality of the project which you have developed. Okay, if you do the Maven verify, it will check the quality of your project which you have developed. whether it is a good quality project or a low quality project, or whether it is meeting the required criteria or not. That you can easily tell using Maven Verify if you have done the Maven Verify. Then install. Maven install is installing the application in local repository. Any other project can use this as a dependency. Inside the Maven, we use dependencies. So you can create the dependency of your project also, so that other people can use your project as the dependency. So you can save your application which you have developed by creating the Maven project in the local repository, okay, in the local folder of your system, and other people can use it as a dependency. Deploy means final package will be copied to remote repository. Deploying means your project is hosted on the cloud or on the internet, or you can put it on the GitHub, okay, as a formal release and made available to other developers. Other developers can use your Maven project. Okay, so final package will be copied to remote repository. It will be hosted on the cloud or it will be hosted on the GitHub, so that other people can use the formal release which you have hosted. So this was all about Maven build lifecycle. Next is why Maven is needed. So in Java project, sometimes you need third-party libraries to be added inside your project, without which your project won't run. If you are not adding the jar files into your project might not run and it might show errors. So some of the projects require third-party libraries to be added. For example, if you are writing Selenium test script, you need Selenium jar file. If you are writing JUnit test script, you need JUnit jar file inside your project. Those are called as third-party libraries. If you don't add them, you're going to get error in your test script. So library files are downloaded from different websites and added inside the project. These third-party library files like .jar files are added inside the project by downloading them from different websites. Like Selenium jar file, you can download it from Selenium HQ website. JUnit, you have to download it from the GitHub. Okay, and then they are added inside your project. So working with the same Java project after 5-10 years, if want to work with the same Java project, you want to upgrade, you want to add new feature to the same project. So library files which you have added now may not work properly, and upgradation and latest versions of those library files are needed. Suppose I am using Selenium 2.50 now. After 10 years, that Selenium 2.50 version might not work properly of jar file. You need to upgrade it. You need to use the new or latest version of that jar file. Otherwise, your project is not going to work. So, you need to replace the old library file, old jar file which you have now in future, if you are working on the same project. So, this becomes the tedious task, removing the old library file and adding the new one. Okay, so this will become the tedious task to do. So in order to get over all these things, we need Maven. You don't have to add any jar files when you use Maven. Like for example, if you are writing any Selenium script inside suppose Java, you need Selenium server standalone jar file to be added inside your project. If you are writing the JUnit test script inside your Eclipse, okay, while executing the Java test script, you are using JUnit. So you need to use the JUnit jar file. If you are doing the project with database connection, like you are using the MS Access database, this is the icon of MS Access database, then you need a MySQL connector Java file to be added inside your project, without which your project won't get connected to database and you won't be able to run your project successfully. All these jar files or third-party library files need to be added inside your project when you're working on writing Selenium test script or JUnit test script or MS Access database connection you want to do. Your project is database project which needs a database connection. So you need to download these files. Otherwise things are not going to work. Your project will show errors. In order to get over this, so that you don't have to add any third-party library files, we can use Maven. When you create the Maven project, you don't have to use these files. Everything will be done by Maven dependencies. So next is what is pom.xml file. This is the file where we actually specify the dependencies. So it is a XML file which defines the structure of the Maven project using tags. Use the tags like this. Now this tag is telling the version of Maven used. So version means which Maven version you are using. That it is telling 4.0.0 and it is put up inside the start tag and end tag. See, this starting version tag is telling the start tag and this is telling the end. It is a end tag. How we came to know it is a ending tag? By this slash. If the slash is there, you can come to know that it is a ending tag. In XML file, every tag will be having the starting and ending part. And inside the tag, you will have the actual value. So for the version, this is a starting version tag and this is the ending version tag. And in between, you have an actual version which you are using of Maven 4.0.0. Similarly, if you want to create the tag for project, you can create the project tag and inside you can write the actual value, that is a project name. So pom.xml file manages your entire Maven project which you have created. Without this pom.xml file, Maven project won't be working successfully. You can run your Maven project from pom.xml file. Add third-party libraries and plugin information inside pom.xml file. You don't have to download and add any third-party libraries like jar file or database connector file. You can just add their dependency inside the pom.xml file. So that in future also, after 10 years also, if you work on the same project, Maven will take care of everything. Dependencies will get upgraded. You don't have to download the new jar file and add inside your project, or download new database connector file and add inside your project. You don't have to do those things. Now this way we have to put the dependency. Where are these dependency and from where we got these dependencies, that I have already shown in the implementation video of Maven. So you can check that video. You'll get to know how to find a dependency for Selenium JUnit and put it inside your Maven project. So you can check out that video which I have put up on implementation of Maven project. So this is the dependency for Selenium which I have got it from the internet. So this dependency has a starting tag and ending tag. Parent tag is dependency and it has subtags. So subtags are group ID, artifact ID and version. Now version of Selenium which I have put inside the pom.xml file is 3.141.59. So this Selenium version it is going to use from the internet. It will directly take the data from the internet. Jar file it will try to connect from the internet. You don't have to actually add the jar file inside your project. The name of the jar file is Selenium Java. Artifact ID is nothing but a name of the file. So name of the file or name of the project is Selenium Java file it is. Okay, and group ID is the entire package or entire website name from where you got the Selenium. So org seleniumhq.selenium. So this is the dependency for Selenium. Same way you can use the dependency for JUnit also, where group ID will be JUnit, artifact ID will be JUnit because name of the jar file is JUnit only. Version which is used in pom.xml file for executing JUnit test script is 4.13.2. And scope, why JUnit is used for testing purpose. So scope is testing. So these are the 4 subtags and dependency is a parent tag. So inside the parent tag you have to put the subtags. So once you put these dependencies inside your pom.xml file of your Maven project, easily you can execute the Selenium test script, JUnit test script without any issue and without any error. Now which are the other build tools available other than Maven? There is a Gradle tool, there is a Apache End tool, SBT tool, then you have Apache Builder tool, then TUP tool, Visual Build tool. So these are the other tools which are available other than Maven, which you can use for building your project. So this was all about the Maven build tool introduction. Thank you.